Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here. Today, we are sitting with FUNToken CEO Adriaan Brink. We want to dive into his background a little bit and really get to know what makes him tick. But first off, Adriaan, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great, thanks. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. So first off, how's your 2022 going so far?
Well, it's not bad. It's only a few days, but not bad so far. Yeah, we're just getting back into the swing of things. Most of the team had a bit of time off during Christmas and New Year, so this week's really all go, go, go again.
Yeah, we're kind of getting out of the R&R. Glad you guys got a little bit of R&R. I mean, really want to hit 2022 kind of bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and get running. So again, I think what would really help people understand your role in the company would be to get to know you a little bit more. So first and foremost, tell us about some of your past experiences and some of your education.
Yeah, so I've been in computer programming since I left school. Went to university, studied computer science back in the days when computers were much bigger than they are nowadays. I've been involved in software development since then, starting in financial markets and then getting into internet in 1994 when the internet first browsers came around, and it looked really interesting. And I got involved and started developing opportunities on the internet. And kind of landed up in online gambling, almost by mistake. We were looking at doing a bank, in fact, and one of our staff suggested, "Well, you win a lottery. It's just like a bank, but you get to keep more money." so we thought, well, that sounds like an interesting idea. This is, bear in mind, the end of 1994, we looked around to where we could license a lottery and found a country called Liechtenstein in the middle of Europe. And long story short, we got a license to operate a lottery out of Liechtenstein, and we were the first online gambling sites, launching in September 1995 with an online lottery, which extended to instant play games and so on. So I've been involved in online gambling since 1994, and really seen the industry grow from very much a small niche market to what's now an absolutely massive industry, totally replacing almost taking over the land-based industry. If you look at the size of the amount of money in the online versus land-based, so it's been quite remarkable. I was involved in payment systems. I started a company called Earthport in 1999, and that eventually became Visa Direct. So it's a cross-border, cross-currency payment system for Visa. Got involved in cryptocurrencies. Prior to Bitcoin, I had my own currency called iCoins, which is a very similar model to Bitcoin in some ways, but was technically inferior in my opinion. So when I saw Bitcoin, I thought, wow, that's really cool. Those guys have done a better job. And obviously Bitcoin took a while to take off, but really it's now, as you know, the industry today is way bigger, and it's very exciting. So it's really been, for me, really great to see the convergence of the two industries, I guess, that I've been passionate about, which are gambling and money, essentially, in the crypto space. So
Yeah, I would say it's really interesting because you've been at the frontier of this since not to age you or anything, but since I've roughly been alive. As I was getting the walk, you were at the forefront of this, which is really interesting. So, as
you just did age me, thanks.
sorry. But listen, basically, you've got a lot of experience in this. So, when you saw FUNToken as you were getting involved, was it like hitting the sweet spot for you? As you said, it was hitting both the payment processing and the gambling side of things for you.
Well, that's actually interesting. I in 2017, when Jez San ICO FUNToken, was about June 2017, and at the time I was looking at doing a very similar thing to him for sports betting. So he was looking at casino gaming and saying, how can we decentralize casino gaming? I was looking at it from a sports betting angle. I've been involved in sports betting for a number of years prior to that, and I had a passion for sports betting. And I actually know Jez quite well. So we were chatting, and in fact, Jez was one of our early investors in Better, which is the token that I created in end of 2017. And he launched Fun and raised some money in mid 2017. We launched Better end of 2017. We both went through a similar cycle. We both launched products that actually worked and were functioning and had started to attract some volume, and then fell victim to the Ethereum gas price rises and the latency issues on Ethereum. So it was quite a similar path And we were both in a situation towards the end of the year before last, 2020, sorry, where the Ethereum, the issues with Ethereum had become so big that the operations were no longer viable as they were then. At about that time, the current principles behind FUNToken got involved in buying up the FUNToken on market for use in a premium membership program on Free Bitcoin, which is the website that they originally were running. And they were looking for someone to get involved in that. We had a good discussion, and we eventually agreed to merge the beta token and the FUNToken, which happened in March last year. So we basically took the best of both worlds and put them together, and it's been great. I mean, we have a tremendous opportunity now to really make the space work. We have the wherewithal, we have the player base, we have the funding, we have the token, the traction, the volume, everything we need to make it work. So I'm really excited to be here.
Wonderful. You know, Adrian, not to go back to 2017-ish again, but it's amazing that there was even a product that was launched that worked. If you had looked at all the projects coming out back then, there was so many that was literally just a white paper. So kudos to even kicking off the ground with a working project. And you're right, Ethereum being what like a lot of people worked on with smart contracts to start with. It was great at first, but those fees and the transaction types and so on really did make even the best of projects kind of bog down a little bit and have some issues. So now that you're on board, I guess from here, like, what do you handle on the day-to-day? How are you guiding FUNToken forward into the future?
So there's a lot going on. I mean, we're a growing company. There's actually a surprisingly large number of people, and we're hiring at the moment from across the board, from operations through tech to marketing. So really trying to leverage all the good pieces that we have, put them together, and build out from what is already the largest gambling token in the crypto sphere, but build out to become a significant player in terms of the number of people using it, the number of dollars being transacted, or whatever currency you like, and really prove the use case. And I think, look, it's been a bit challenging. There's a lot to go through, and it's the team we've hired a lot of people, and they're with COVID around us, we're pretty much all remote, so that's also been an interesting challenge. But it's come together nicely. We've got some great people on board. We've launched the first casino last year, which has been performing very well indeed. Free Bitcoin, which is in a way the mothership, the company, the website from where the users come, is performing fantastically well. So we have this situation now where we're able to leverage that massive traffic that's on Free Bitcoin and bring that traffic into any online gambling property that we're able to put together. We combine that with the FUNToken and the soon to be launched XFund, which is coming out this month actually, and we're able to get away from those Ethereum problems and actually get into a properly liquid, easy to move around, not costing you a fortune gambling token, combined with this user base and combined with some verticals that we're developing. And I think it's a very exciting future.
Wonderful, wonderful. So that change you have coming up, would you say that's going to be the real highlight, the real difference of FUNToken in 2022?
Absolutely. I mean, XFund is it's a game changer. It is late. We hope to launch it last quarter. We actually did launch a token last quarter. I wasn't happy with some of the features on it. I wanted to remove the gas completely as opposed to reduce it to a lot. So we're looking at ways of doing that. We've had to make some changes for that, and also focusing a lot on security. It's really important that whatever we release is secure, because obviously there's quite a lot of money floating around in the ecosphere. But as a sort of side effect of the slight delay we've had with XFund, we've been able to get a long way further with things like the wallets. So we have a really good looking Android and iOS wallets that will be launched concurrent with XFund, the new version of XFund, and the bridge has been fine-tuned to be faster and more performant, so we can move the tokens between Fund and XFund. So there's quite a lot of work going on behind the scenes. I know it's been disappointing to some of our investors or followers when they see that we've missed the deadline, but I'll be quite honest, we did everything we can to hit it. I would rather have the right products out there than rush out to hit a deadline and make mistakes or have the wrong thing out there. So I think the delay will be worthwhile. We will see the products being released in the next 4 to 6 weeks, and I think that they will speak for themselves. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, very well said. The crypto sphere is very fast moving. A day seems like a month sometimes to a lot of people. But at the end of the day, you have got to release products that are fully functioning and working, right? There's no use rushing these kind of things. So, Adrian, thank you for coming on. And thank you, everybody, for watching. If you guys have any questions for Adrian, please let us know. We'll happily answer them for you. But, Adrian, do you have any parting words for people before we go?
Just have a great 2022. I know we're going to have a great 2022. I look at the markets and they look terrible right now, but you know what? That's opportunity. We've got opportunity here, guys. Pile into fun while it's cheap is what I can say. We're going to have a lot of fun going forwards. Thank you.
Very well said. Adrian, thank you for coming on. Everybody have a wonderful day.